I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one for their overwhelming love and support throughout the time of our bereavement. We have lost one of our own, our son, Adrian, otherwise called NISSIAN Man for those who know him. And I know that a lot of people knew him. And we bless God for his life. So I want to thank God for all of your love and support, your financial support, your physical support, your prayers, your well wishes, all that you have extended to both the Carr family and the Salmon family. And I bless God for you. I know you could use your time to do something else, but the fact that you take that few minutes, that moment out of your time to show us your love and your support and your kindness, we want to say thank you. And we also want to use this same moment, this same space to introduce to you what we have learned and gathered from his passing and from the funeral service that we will all participate in. And one thing I have learned from the funeral is that he's not a selfish person. He's a loving person. He's a person who gave his whole heart for his clients. He didn't see them as people or just passengers or somebody that he just take from point A to point B. But he put so much value and so much care in them. And his love for what he does is really, it shows such empathy and such sympathy and such compassion. So he fulfilled his purpose. But what I walk away from the funeral service is that he loves children, and his most of his time that he has, you know, surrounded himself with people was the children. He ensured that their education was his primary goal. He saw that they go to school, whether he have to provide the lunch money or he has to give them a free ride. He helped them with their homework. He intercede for them at school when some of them were suspended from school. He also counseled them with home affairs. And when I heard those children spoke at the funeral, how they spoke about my nephew, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But at the same time, it gives me such joy and so peace to know that one person could do so much. There's so much life in the world. So I can say he fulfilled his purpose. So based upon that which was spoken at his funeral and what we heard and his connection to children, he will pool money and buy them lunch and Fridays, fried chicken and whatever else to make sure they have a meal in their stomach, because he always said empty head can't learn. And his concept in life is that every children deserve a space in life. Every children or child deserve to be educated. He was a well-educated young man. He wasn't any doubts. He had 7 subjects. But he chose to touch people in this way. And what's the best way to build a country? As he always said, building legacy is not building buildings. It's not building these huge building and you leave the building behind, but it's not occupied by anybody. But if you want an effective and a prosperous country or a nation, you must build people, because people is the one that takes the country, takes that nation from one level to another. You're leaving your ideas and your thought in people. So when you build a country or building a legacy, you must build people. And you can only build people by education. The Bible tells me that my people perish for lack of knowledge. It's not that the knowledge was there. It's there. But they did not consume the knowledge. They refuse the knowledge. These children, it's not that they refused the knowledge. They were going, but they were going at, at the speed or at the space of how they were supposed to go. Some didn't have school money, some didn't have book, some didn't have lunch, some didn't have taxi fare. When they come and they said to him, this is what I was told. My mom only gave me lunch, taxi fare, but no lunch. I don't have lunch. So what he does, he gave them back their taxi fare to eat food because empty head kid, hungry stomach, excuse me, cannot learn. So his passion was for learning. So because his passion was for learning, we have thought about it. So this is what we intend to do. We started it a few weeks ago. So I'm asking for all your support, whether you're local or international. So this is what we have started and intended to do in the honor of his name. So we have started a scholarship program for children back in our country, in our home, um, for all those that he has touched and those that he didn't even come in contact with. But it doesn't matter which one. The fact of the matter, the meat of it, he wants children to become the next president, the next prime minister, the next attorney general, the next pastor, the next lawyer, whatever your gift is, whatever your seed is, he wants you to become that person. So this is our aim. It's called the ADRIAN KERR Scholarship Program for Higher Learning. ADRIAN KERR Scholarship Program for Higher Learning, aka NISSIAN man. And the mission, this is the mission. I just summarize it. I have it written out here, clear for you to see. The mission of it, the theme of it is go become. Go become, fulfilling your purpose. So whatever your gift is, whatever it is, that's your purpose. The seed has been planted in you, but many don't have the money or the resource to get to there. So what we are going to do, what we intended to do in his name, the scholarship will be in his name from primary school to high school, from high school to tertiary. So we want to give out two scholarships. We're not paying for all of it now because we're beginning. We're at our first start. But hopefully, as we go along, we can give a full scholarship to each one of these child who fits the criteria to get the scholarship. So the first one is from primary school to high school, whether your high school is Mannings, Petersfield, um, Godfrey Stewart, or whatever it is. And then from there to tertiary, because why we want to give a tertiary education, his his gifting or his career path was electrical installation. So for the tertiary level of the scholarship is one that is going to or has the mindset to pursue electrical installation, electrical engineer, anything in that electrical goal that wants to go to uh, Hard Trust NTA or one of those level to expand their career path or their horizon. So that's what we are going to do. We want to do our first scholarship giveaway this school year. So graduation begins in July, June, July. So that's when. So in order for us to do so, we need your support. We definitely need your support. Any amount matters. The Bible said, don't despise small beginning. So we're starting small and we grow. We grow large. So that's what we want to do. We are doing our part on this side internationally. And this is what we started out with, a donation box. So for you who wants to donate, you can donate at 951-284-8618. So we take cash, we take cash up, we take Zelle. So if you're going to Zelle our cash up, the number that you need to Zelle to, our cash up to, is 951-284-8618 slash Carline Salmon. That's what the the number you can Zelle to make your donation. And if you're in Jamaica International and you want to do so, you can do your contribution or send your contribution, your donation to 1-876-369-0614, 1-876-369-0614 slash Lanicia Carr. That's the sister. She'll be handling that end in Jamaica while I'll handle this end in the United States. So once again, the number to make your donation to in aid of the ADRIAN KERR scholarship program for higher education for tertiary and high school level students. Okay, two scholarship will be given out this year for two-person who fits the criteria. Once again, we take cash, we do Zelle, and we do Cash App. 951-284-8618 slash Carline Salmon. That's the name gonna pop up underneath the number, or 1-876-369-0614 slash Lanicia Carr. She'll be one handling that side of the program. It's new, it's exciting, and it's sponsored by Crimson, powered by Power of Truth Teaching. That's the umbrella that it's under. It is not for us. It is for these children who has the ability to become whatever their purpose are. And by doing so, by helping them, we are building legacy for a prosperous nation or a country. So help us to bring our next generation to the next level by sending your donation to any one of these numbers that I have given you, because our children are the future. They are our next generation. God bless you, and I thank you and appreciate you. And once again, thank you for all your support that you have given us and what you will be giving us in aid of the ADRIAN KERR, aka NISSIAN Man Scholarship Program for Higher Education. Thank you and I appreciate you. And I will leave you once again with the number. It's 951-284-8618, Carline Salmon, or 1-876-369-0614, Lanicia Carr, in aid of the ADRIAN KERR, aka Scholarship Program for Higher Education. And we will let you know how it goes for our first giveaway for the program in June, July. I think that's the time when graduation takes place in Jamaica. This is for Jamaica. This is not for here. The scholarship will be given out in Jamaica. It's for Jamaican children, just in case you want to know that. He lives in Jamaica. That's where he does his work. And that's where the scholarship will be given out to those people in Jamaica. So, not because it's going to be Jamaica, don't hesitate to give, because a lot of Jamaicans migrate to all over the world, taking their education with them. And without knowledge, people perish. Hosea 1. My people perish for lack of knowledge. And the theme is go become, fulfilling your purpose, building people. Building legacy is building people. Thank you. 951-284-8618, 1-876-369-0614. We appreciate your donation. So let's give for the future of tomorrow.